Hey everybody, Mweketi Mabula from Lesotho here to share insights and keep it smooth. So, for those who don't know, I'm an alumni, I don't know if it's alumni or alumni of ICCR, Indian Council for Cultural Relations. And I've been that for, I think, 2 years now, since 2023 till now. So I'm here to share a little bit of insights of my journey. It's been a while. I wanted to share this a long time ago, but yeah, I never had a chance. I'm wearing a reflective jacket because, I'm a civil engineer professionally. So I'm here to share a little bit of insights of my journey, starting from the application process, the lifestyle in India, up to the completion and everything. So yeah, jumping into it. Many people, or many of you, have had questions about my ICCR thing, right? My whole journey, the process. And the reason why I came to this sit down with you, it's because I came to realize that I never answered nobody. So I decided to do it because I love talking. I'm a talkative. So before we go into this, can you please like, comment, and subscribe? Do the most, because I'll be sharing more journey into like my lifestyle about all this, and also some insights and some advices for those who need those. And yeah, here is a simple thing. So back in high school, a short story before we go. Back in high school, my friends and I, we always wanted to study abroad. We would go to the American embassy, try to figure out ways to study abroad, would try to have brochures to figure out things, right? Because we had that niche, we had that thing in us, like to study abroad. So after my completion of the high school level, my auntie, I would like to thank her, my auntie, she's one of the people who reached out to me and asked me about studying abroad. Although her idea was studying in South Africa, my idea was different. The reason being, I have a cousin who studied in Cuba. She's a doctor now, Dr. Ndolo Musheshe. And I always wanted to fly too, because I saw the entire family was so happy that day. The story was everywhere, like, you need to fly, the boys are dumb, all those things, the comparisons in the families. But me, they don't really, they don't really bother me as much. But yeah, so I met up with my auntie at her workplace. She gave me an insight, she gave me a little bit of advice. Like, you can go to one of the organizations here in Lesotho that provides us with like funds, monetary aid for schooling, to check out if they have never posted anything about anything, I went there, I did the researches, and then that's how I stumbled across ICCR, Indian Council for Cultural Relations. And I was with some people, we applied, and fast forward into everything, I was accepted. I didn't even think about it, it happened. And I was like, oh God, thank you so much. It happened. Took a flight to India, straight to India, boom, in 2019. Arrived in India, it was around July 31st or something. Yeah. One thing about India that many people don't know, the cultural shock is huge. When I say it's huge, we landed in Delhi, right? In New Delhi. So when we were in New Delhi, everybody was different, the Indians that we see on the TV. But where I was going, it was Assam, the state of Assam. You land in Assam, it's a different India on its own. Like, it's true what they say about India. India, it's a mini continent, So yeah, we arrived there, people are there welcoming, they're very curious. Indians are very, very curious, very curious. They can ask you about everything and anything. So it was nice meeting people there, it was nice getting to know different cultures. Did I learn Hindi? A little bit. Could I understand Hindi? A little bit. Could I speak Hindi? Nah. But maybe it's because I never gave myself time. 2019, it was a great year for me to adapt into the cultures. The teaching system is different. It's a college and varsity level, but they were taught things that I wasn't taught back in high school. Like, our high school systems, the curriculums are different. So I had to catch up real quick, real fast. And thanks to my Indian friend Eric, he helped me so much. he helped me so much. He was one of the people who helped me. Like, he took his own time, his leisure time to help me. So thanks to him and shout out to him. So I, being from Lesotho, a country far, far, far away, I had to stay there for 4 years straight. And one of the second years, COVID hit us. When it hit us, I was depressed. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to feel. Everything was being shut down. I'm pretty sure everybody was in the same state as me, but by in the same state, I mean like mentality-wise, like mental-wise, a lot of people were breaking down. So was I, but with the help of ICCR, the director, the regional director, Madam Roy, everything was super nice because she helped us open up. She helped us talk to each other during those, to check in on each other. And it was one of those things where you are like, wow, I never thought life could be so amazing. And yeah, it was amazing due to that. So I enjoyed life because of her. So a very big shout out to her. And fast forward to the second year, when during this COVID, besides the ICCR director, also my school director, she was very helpful. She helped us. She made us part of her family. Do you know how hard it is to make somebody part of your family during the crisis of COVID? It was the hardest thing ever, but she made us that. We were so open to her. She was open to us. Everything was great. We enjoyed life as the way it is together with her. And we couldn't go home. I wanted to be home, but at the same time I couldn't. Very unfortunately, because financially I'm not that stable, but it was one of those, part of lives that you have to go through. So yeah, that stopped, ended. The COVID ended. I'm not sure about COVID, so I'm not gonna dial dip on it. I'm not gonna dial dip in it. So I'm gonna pass it. So now, since COVID, like most of our university was COVID, but after that, 2 years later, when the COVID was gone, my last 2 years in India were very, very nice. I traveled a lot. I went to Shillong. I went to Dibrugarh. It's in the northeast of India. Those places are very beautiful. I would say Shillong is somehow identical to Lesotho because it's very mountainous and people there are Christians, a lot of them. And so everything, even the roads are narrow, valleys, big valleys. So everything reminded me of home. So it was great. The venture there was great. And this was due to us celebrating the Cultural Relations Foundation Day. It's somewhere in April. So every April for 3 years. Yeah, 3 years we celebrated the Foundation Day. So we celebrated that in 2021, 2022, and 2023. Yeah. So during those cultural relations Foundation Day celebration, would meet different cultures because we're students from different backgrounds and cultures. It was nice meeting everybody from everywhere. And I'm trying to summarize the story. I'm sorry if you find me jumping back and forth. I'm trying to summarize everything. So what I'm trying to say is my story of ICCR and how I looked at ICCR how I received ICCR, or how ICCR also received me. It was one of the best stories ever for me. I don't know about others, but for me, I can vouch for ICCR. I'm vouching for it because also I'm part of ICCR. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I am part of ICCR. So being part, it means I have to advocate too. Like I advocate for my country everywhere I go. And I advocate for it because countries in Africa, most of them, the third world countries, not only in Africa but most across the whole globe, the third world countries, many people in those countries don't have financial aid for education, and ICCR is one of those great opportunities for us to study our dream course, pursue our dream course, our career opportunity. And for those who are wondering how to get there, normally I think it's somewhere here. The ICCR portal is normally open somewhere in December to March, normally. normally on the normal base. But sometimes they extend the periods or they open it late. Like, you will never know, but they will let you know. They will let you know. Your governments have Indian embassies and Indian high commissions, right? So find out from those commissions, they will let you know. So for those who have successfully being accepted into ICCR this year, good luck. It's a very nice journey. Enjoy it to the fullest. I wasn't very able to enjoy it to the fullest, but I did enjoy it. So make sure to enjoy every moment. Try the different cultures of India. India is very diverse, it's very beautiful. You get everything, like the spectrum is balanced. You get the best side of it and the whatever side of it. So everything is balanced. There is no in between. It's balanced. You get the good side and whatever side of it. It's not a bad side, but it's a whatever side of it, in the sense that some people, they may perceive it good, some may perceive it bad, but I perceive it as whatever side, because the journey for me was nice. Let me tell you like one of the stories, which is fun to me now. So I had a friend, we went to India together. He's a brother to me. He was pursuing masters, I was pursuing bachelors, right? So his university was like 30 minutes ish away from mine. So I would visit him. For the first time I visited him with a bus. At the time I wasn't familiar with the places, you know, the Assamese words, trying to adapt to the language, right? And we also with language barrier, going to some place and coming back, it's hard, right? So I took a bus to his place. I took an Uber to his place, and when I came back, I took a bus. So on my way, I sat down next to some lady because the chair was available, but that's not part of the story. Part of the story is I sat down. So normally when you enter the bus, the conductors of the bus are already asking you where you go, your destinations, and they're taking money from you, the bus fare. So there I was. So normally people say I'm an Indian. I don't know why. When I hide this, they say I'm an Indian. So I don't know why. I was hiding this. I was wearing a cap. So there I was. We moved. So I also have this beautiful accent. I would say it's beautiful for me. So I don't want to pop out, you know, like a sore on your face or something, like a pimple on your face. I don't want to pop out. I just wanted to be part of what's happening. I sat down in the bus. I kept quiet. He asked me. This is what he said. Now I know a little bit of what he said to me because I remember it vividly. He said, "Kochabo." When he said Kochabo, which means where are you going? I didn't know what to say because I didn't know what it meant at the time. I looked at him. I was like, huh? He was like, Kochabo. And he's taking money. I just gave him money. And he looked at me like, brother, where are you going? And I was there like, dude, take the money. And then he kept asking, Kochabo, Kochabo. He left, he went and came back. And he asked me again, Kochabo. And I was there like, brother, I gave you money. So now what do you want from me? That was what's happening in my mind. I was like, what does he want? Like, I gave you money. So why are you bothering me? And I realized like now he's really he's pissed off because he's trying to communicate and I can't communicate. He's been pissed off and not in a bad way, but in a frustrated way. Like, dude, I'm trying to translate. I'm trying to know where you're going so that I can know where the bus can stop and all that. And I'm there like, brother, I gave you money, just like me. And the lady near me looked at me and she realized, there's something fishy about this guy. And she knew English a little bit, and she's like, where you from? And I'm like, damn it, she can tell I'm not from here. So that's when I resort to my accent. I was like, let me tell you something. I'm not from here. I'm from another state of India. And she was like, okay, are you from Punjab? I was like, yeah, but I don't live there. I lived in outside the country. Now I live here. And she looked at me, kept looking, staring, and I'm like, okay, I'm not from here. I'm from Africa. And she's like, oh yeah? I'm like, yeah, I'm not from here. And then immediately when I said that, the bus driver was like, Africa. I mean, the conductor, Africa. And the bus driver stopped the bus in the middle of the road just to stare and look at me. And he lifted my cap and he touched my head. He's like, Africa. And then he kept asking me, why are you here? Why are you in the bus? Do you understand what we were saying? So she was translating, that's why I couldn't understand what they were saying. And I was there like, shit, I'm frustrated now. I'm sticking out like a pimple. Like, I need to do something. I need to hide. Frustrated. Then she was like, oh, he was asking you, where are you going? And I was like, I don't know the name of the place. I don't remember it, but I know the place. I will show them when we arrive because it's along the road. And she was like, what? I was like, I know, guys, don't worry. She translated and they were all frustrated, like, dude, you don't know where you're going. What the? I was like, I don't know the place. So the name of the place is Kotabari. So at the time, I don't know what Kotabari, because Kotabari is, at the time, I was new to the place, so I couldn't remember the name. The bus left. We continued on our journey, and I was like 10 minutes away, and I'm panicking. People are looking at me, they're talking, I don't know what they're saying. The lady's like, you shouldn't take this, you should take the Uber. And I'm like, the Uber is hella expensive, girl. It's hella expensive. And those guys, hey, it's hard to negotiate with them. So we back and forth. I'm talking with the lady, and she's like, is it here? I'm like, no, I will tell you. Every stop where we passed, they kept asking, is it here? No. Is it here? No. Is it here? No. And frustration kept coming. I'm like, damn, man. Now I hate the fact that I've been here now. Not in a bad way, but, And there I was, still pondering. And then 5 minutes in, that's when I realized from like a distance, I could see my stop. I stood still, and I was like, there. I kept saying there, and they were like, there. And I was like, Kotabari. And I was like, yeah, Kotabari. So, and they were like, simple, huh? And I was like, dude, it's not simple to me. I just forgot it, and I caused this whole thing in the bus, So, one of the moral of the story was, I got to learn a lot. Even though I went through some stage nyana, I learned a lot from that small thing. And for everybody or anybody who's the first time in any country, when you're traveling, make sure before you are familiar with the place, make sure you're traveling with somebody who knows the place. And if you are familiar with the place, it's a different. And also, one thing that I would like to advise anybody on, learn, like there's a phrase, when you're in Rome, do as Romans do. So by that I mean, when you're in India, learn Hindi, Assamese, if you learn the state language, like I was in Assam, so I had to learn Assamese and Hindi. The reason being, some people didn't know a little bit, they knew a little bit of Hindi, but not much. And also, it will help you. Like, Indians love negotiating, so when you're in the market, when you don't have money, sometimes you can negotiate your way out of the price. It's not a good thing, but sometimes it's a good thing. You get me? So that was my story. I want you to tell me your story if you're in India. If not, tell me your story for wherever you are. It's been Maxi Mabula, or Moiketsi Mabula, or my Indian name that I love using sometimes, Josh Mabula. But yeah, it's been your boy Maxi Mabula. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and remember to follow, watch the other video. Do the most, man. And I love you guys. Thank you.